Hey guys, welcome back to MMA Library. Today in MMA and UFC news, Daniel Cormier has recently said in a video posted to his YouTube channel that Sean O'Malley should avoid a potential matchup with Merab Dvalishvili at all costs. Here's what Cormier had to say.
But there's only one name that I would steer clear of if I'm Sean O'Malley, and that's Merab Dvalishvili. Because I believe that Merab and his pressure fighting style could present some matchup problems for O'Malley. Am I saying no, he can't win? Not at all. But I'm saying because of the wrestling, the pressure, you don't want to be stuck in there with Merab. The dude's a savage. So as I get into the final minute of the round, I get being frustrated. But Sean O'Malley, do not allow for the frustration to lead to bad decisions. I think the fight with Merab, when on the verge of a title fight, could be a bad decision. Yeah, he can win. Absolutely. I think the kid is as good as anyone. No one could have told me that this kid from the Contender Series would become this. It's been great to see. And I don't know when Sean will fight for the title, but I do know that when he does, it'll be a massive moment for the UFC.
Chael Sonnen had this to say about who he believes Robert Whittaker should face off against next, following the breakdown of his fight with Paulo Costa.
Paulo Costa, Robert Whittaker. Guys, who won? I mean, this battle is over. Who won? Robert Whittaker is in a colossally difficult situation. He could only understand, right? He would have to sit down at lunch with Colby Covington for both of them to understand the other one. Robert Whittaker is easily the #1 contender, but he's already tried not once, but twice with Izzy. Now, I realize that I'm backing up. Please don't think you have to insert Alex Pereira. In my mind, I think this was your #1 contenders match. And I also think that that's overly compelling, coming on the heels of Pereira telling Ariel Helwani, I don't want to fight Izzy again. I will fight him, but I don't want to fight him. I want something new. All of a sudden, Paulo Costa versus Pereira or Whittaker versus Pereira are the favorite. I believe we now have our fight. It's Pereira versus Whittaker. That's what I believe. That's how I see this. He would be willing to step in there and fight Alex Pereira, and Robert Whittaker would be the favorite at DraftKings if that line opened up today, and that's a really interesting match. So where do we go from here? What do you do? What does Paulo Costa do?
What do you guys think? Does this matchup make sense? And could you see the UFC going for it? Let us know in the comment section below. Sean O'Malley and Tim Welch discussed the scheduled bout between Chito Vera and Corey Sandhagen that's set to go down at the Apex in mid-February. O'Malley and Welch discuss why the UFC has chosen the Apex for such a huge fight.
The only difference is the cage, the small cage. The reason the Apex doesn't have a big cage, and it makes zero sense. The big cage is what, 40% bigger than the small cage? Like quite a bit, significantly bigger.
Yeah, because the
that plays
small
a role.
cage is what, 22 feet?
I think 24, or no, you might be right.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure.
Let's just
yeah, that plays a role. It plays a huge role.
I think it gives Chito a pretty big advantage. I don't know if advantage is the right word, but a disadvantage rather than for Corey.
Yeah, I would love to see them hit the ground, but I don't know if they will hit the ground. Where's a fight?
Corey's been, remember when Corey, who did he just fight? Was his last fight against Peter? Or did he go? No, he fought Song.
TJ, and he fought TJ. Which one are you talking about?
Corey's last fight was against Song Yadong.
Mm-hmm.
He was wrestling quite a bit, wasn't he? Shooting. I remember when he fought Peter, he came out and shot a couple times. But the thing is, Chito's not going to sprawl much. Maybe he likes going on his back.
I feel like he's gonna have to sprawl if he's smart, which he is, and his coaches are smart. They're gonna sprawl.
Yeah, true. Because he would have lost to Frankie 10 seconds more.
Tracy Cortez opens up about her battle with mental health on Instagram. Here's the clip.
I want to be very vulnerable, but I also, to a certain extent, because social media knows how to tear people down. And I don't know if you guys have noticed much, but I haven't really been too active here on social. And that's because I am in a season in my life where I am healing. I'm healing, and I've been going through it on a personal level. I've been healing, and accountability is a hard pill to swallow, and a lot of people aren't able to take accountability of their actions. It's always easy to find the easy way out, excuses, blame, and I'm changing everything that I thought I was once. I'm trying to become a better person. I'm trying, not that I was bad, but I'm trying to move intentional. I'm trying to move purely. I want to say I've been going through it since August. I went through my camp extremely depressed. I went through my camp despite of how my mental state was, I still gave it 110%.
Anthony Smith recently went on a huge rant over recent judging in the UFC and MMA. Smith argues that fighters deserve to have judges that actually know what they're looking at. Here's what he had to say.
Do you know anyone other than the 3 people that judged that fight that thought Patty won? I always come off sounding like such a hater, you know, when you have these conversations about people. I like Patty. He's different. He's created something a little bit different. You know, I think a little bit of it's inspired by Conor, but you know, he's wild and crazy, and he's a good fighter. I don't think he's elite, but he's a really good fighter. I like his aggressiveness. I like his interviews, and I have no issue with him. But I think he lost that fight 30-27. I've always been really critical of refs and judges, and it's because this shit is serious. Like, this changes. Like, Jared Gordon deserved that win. Like, he's never gonna get an opportunity like that probably ever again. Like, could he build his way up and end up in some good spots? For sure. But to be the showstopper for the Paddy Pimblett hype train, he's not gonna have that opportunity again. And that's unfortunate. He didn't get the second half of his check. So we need to get people in those seats that understand what the hell they're looking at. Like, if a judge doesn't understand, think of this sequence, right? A guy gets a takedown. He passes from full guard to half guard, or from full guard to half guard, right? Lands 3 or 4 really hard shots. But it takes a little while. You know, this is over a period of 2.5 or 3 minutes. And then he passes the side control and he lands a few shots there. Guy on the bottom scrambles to his feet. There's 10 seconds left in the round. Guy on the bottom throws a flurry of 20 punches, doesn't land really anything hard at all. That round ends. A lot of those judges, most of them, will score that round for the guy that spent most of the time on the bottom. We need people in those seats that understand how hard it is to get a takedown in the UFC, to then pass someone's guard, which is damn impossible sometimes, then to control someone enough to where you can lift your body weight and chest off of them to land those shots. And so just because they scramble away at the end, all of us as fighters, and anybody that knows shit about fighting, knows who won that exchange. The people in the seats should also know that. And that's the problem.
Paulo Costa recently uploaded some footage of himself and Bobby Green sparring. Here's the clip.
Nice stop. Put you in. That's good. That's good. Vamos. Hey, stop. Hey, take it. Come out there. Come. But let's stop. He started to get the bull. All right. Hey, vamos. Hey. Woo. Hey. All right. I'm over here. Over there. Woo. Run. Got the neck. I'm okay. Okay. Ready? Yeah. No. Hey. Wait. Ole. Try.
Anderson Silva recently paid tribute to Stephan Bonnar via Instagram. So live your life that the fear of death can never enter your heart. Trouble no one about their religion. Respect others in their view and demand that they respect yours. Love your life, perfect your life, beautify all things in your life. Seek to make your life long and its purpose in the service of your people. Prepare a noble song for the day when you go over the great divide. Always give a word of a sign of salute when meeting or passing a friend, even a stranger, when in a lonely place. Show respect to all people and grovel to none. When you arise in the morning, give thanks for the food and for the joy of living. Thank you, my friend. Rest in peace. Khamzat Chimaev's coach, Andreas Michael, still believes Alex Pereira could be next for Chimaev.
Middleweight. For the belt. I would like that. That's an amazing fight. But we can fight at 77. There's no problem. There's no problem at all. There is no problem at all. It's just good preparation, good warning for if we're gonna go drop a lot down in weight, then we need time, and it's done. Not these 5 weeks or 4 weeks preparation thing, because is not doable in that at that time. Right now he's like 89 kilos, so he can make weight like tomorrow, so it's no problem with 84 kilos. Even if everyone thinks that he's 140 kilos now.
What do you guys think about Andreas's comments? Will we eventually see Khamzat face off against Alex Pereira? Let us know your opinion in the comment section below. Guys, thanks so much for checking out the video. If you like the content we do here on this channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to MMA Library for all the latest MMA and UFC news. We'll see you in the next video.